everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Barricade. We are live right now, and hopefully, Prime Energy is watching. Maybe we get some sponsorship opportunities, at least a free case or something. This is the new strawberry watermelon flavor, and it's really good. Sorry, Jack, I got it first. Anyway, let me introduce my guest. He's known by many things, but he's primarily known as Doctor Sleep. Anthony Gangone. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate you. I know you're a busy guy and stuff.
Oh, I'm very busy, so you're lucky that you have this time with me.
Well, you just had a match last night.
Yes, I did. I faced Rick Recon at Titan Championship Wrestling, the main event, third-year anniversary. It went from being the first ever wrestler to come out of the curtain in the first match against Jay George to 3 years later being in the main event and retaining both the Titan and Funhouse championships.
Congratulations. Was it a packed house?
It actually did very well, yeah. So we've been in the building twice, and they had more people come to this show than the last show. And that's always a good thing when you're the champion, because I still kind of have that, old school mentality of having to produce, and hopefully people come and check it out and all that. So it was nice that we continue to grow in that place.
That's awesome. Let's not forget that we need to support independent wrestling, the heartbeat of wrestling, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, almost probably 85% of the guys and girls that you see on TV right now, all were on the independents at one point, and they are the stars of tomorrow. So
absolutely. Let's talk about this thing right now coming up for you on January 29th. You are defending your Grand Dragon Championship against Vicious Vicky. How did that come about?
Well, Queen of the North is one of the premier shows for BCW, and normally it's an all-woman show. And I've been lucky enough to be asked to have a match that's outside the tournament, and I'm putting my title on the line. I had an open challenge, and Vicious Vicky is the one that answered that challenge. So that's how that match came about. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I've seen Vicky a lot at many shows. We've talked as wrestlers on a personal level as well. So this match means a lot to me. And hopefully you guys all come out to see it, because it's going to be a great match.
Awesome. She's as tough as they come.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've done a handful of intergender style matches, and they've all been enjoyable, and some of them have gotten millions of views on YouTube. So it's always a special treat when something like this happens, and it's always a different style of competitor. That's sometimes they're it's like an interesting way to kind of train for this style of match, because you kind of don't know what's going to happen, kind of deal. And I really enjoyed doing these style of matches, because they really challenge you in many ways. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Awesome. Will that be broadcast anywhere, or is it just for the event?
I do know that they have some. They have some streaming opportunities for BCW. I'm not quite sure if it will be live, but I know they do stuff with title match. So I'm not sure if this is streaming live, but I guess you guys could go to BCW, their social media, and kind of check that out.
Okay. Serena says good luck to you and Vicky.
Well, she will need luck, because luck's for losers. And I won't need it, but she will.
Right. Orion says good afternoon, Dr. Sleep.
It's good evening.
It's good evening. That's right. It's good evening. What is going on? How did you come up with Doctor Sleep? Where did that come from?
Well, I like to always evolve in some way, and I felt that I'll always be the rogue or the one above all, so that will always come up. But I felt like there was time to put some new things into the atmosphere, and I was kind of thinking of different things and kind of what I do and what I'd like to be, and my finisher is the Dreams by the Waterfall, which is a variation of the Go to Sleep.
Mhm.
And I was trying to come up with a newer submission. So we have the arm triangle from MMA. So that's sleep paralysis. So I was thinking to myself, and then I love horror movies, and I thought Doctor Sleep was a great sequel to The Shining.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, because that movie's such a classic, and it's always hard to kind of do a legacy sequel. And I thought that movie was great for what it was. And I thought, well, hey, I looked it up. I didn't see many people that had the name, even in like boxing. So, dude, I thought it'd be a great name, and apparently it is because, especially at Titan shows, the crowd is starting to chant "sleep, sleep, sleep" when we start getting towards the end of the match. So I think it's catching on.
Awesome. Oh, here we go, Anthony. Here we go. The intern is here to make sure you don't get out of line, Papa Dink, from Respect the Craft, Mr. Ray
Please
Raymond.
shut up, Ray. You're the in. All right. So in VPW, so please shut up. Go get
now
me.
you
It
now,
has to be extra large from Stop and Shop. If it's not extra large, I send it back.
now you and Ray are actually pretty good friends in real life.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Ray are friends, in as you say, real life. Yeah, he's overall a pretty good dude, but he is in the intern position, and
He's a really pretty good dude. I agree.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But I have to assume my power because of his position, and it's just business. That's what we say.
He needs to know his role at VPW.
Exactly, exactly.
Speaking of VPW, we got a show coming up. I'm gonna bring that up real quick so everybody can see it. On February 11th, will Doctor Sleep be there?
I will be there. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. So I will be there. I will be representing Kane Industries. Whatever Kane Industries needs that night, Doctor Sleep is there to deliver.
Awesome. They've only announced one match so far, Jack versus Mike. Do you know if your match has been announced? Is going to be announced soon or?
I assume that it will be announced soon. I have no idea what it is. Doesn't matter because whoever it is, they are going to hold on sleep.
Here it comes.
They're going to sleep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. All the podcasts are here tonight. What is going on?
Very popular.
That's what's going on. You bring out all the other podcasts. They
Absolutely.
want they
Oh,
want you.
you gotta get high ratings for this one.
Oh man, everybody wants you on their show, Doctor Sleep.
Doctor
Let's talk
Gangone
about
fine too.
Doctor Ganko. Yeah, it has a nice ring to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I, I have to bring this up. How's Valentina tonight?
Valentina is she's good. She's preparing as you always have to do when you're champion.
That's
So
right.
that's what she's up to. So yeah, that's what she's doing.
Awesome, awesome. Tell her I say hello.
I will.
Let's talk about some horror. Since you brought it up, right behind you is a Chucky Child's Play poster, right?
Yeah.
Which one? Number two. Oh, I love that one. What are you thinking about the series itself?
Okay, so I'm at like episode 4 of season 2. So the first season I liked, but unfortunately the second season I wasn't able to watch it as it was going on. But it's kind of so far it's hard to get through. I'm not really liking what they're doing, but I heard that the towards the later of the seasons that it becomes pretty good. So I just have to, I guess, truck along to the last episode.
It was a little difficult to get through, I must admit.
Hmm.
But I mean, the ending was pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So I'm
I
trying my
like it.
best here.
And they already announced season three's coming.
Yeah, yeah, it's always a good thing because there's not many horror shows on TV right now. Other than I guess American Horror Stories, or you can always count on that coming out in the fall. But I kind of fell off from that. But it's always a good thing when horror shows are on TV. At the end of the day, right now, when you look at movie situations, people really like going to see superhero movies and
Right.
horror. They always do well. I guess Avatar too, but they always do well. So and horror has been intertwined with movies since the very beginning. Before there was sound and all that. So
Right, right. There's a Crystal Lake series in development right now.
yeah, from A24, they do a lot of elevated horror, as they say. But I'm looking forward to it, especially since they said they can do whatever. So
Right,
they literally said that they can take Jason up to space.
right,
So I am looking forward to seeing what they do. I suspect the first season is going to be very much, in line with a prequel and or the first two movies. So I
right.
look forward to seeing that and seeing where they go. It's been 14 years since the last Jason movie, which is crazy. So I
It's
look forward to it.
it is crazy. I suppose it's taking place with his mother.
Yeah, yeah. But they said it's not going to be, I guess it'll start out as a Bates Motel situation,
Right.
but it will grow to some form of Jason, adult Jason, at some point.
Coming on.
So you gotta support it because I want to see adult Jason,
Oh,
sackhead and hockey mask and all that.
definitely be on my list. Let me tell you. We got a question. Did you see The Conjuring?
Yeah, so I saw the first two. I like them both.
Okay. What do you think of the third one? Because I wasn't too much of a fan of the third one.
I
I
did
love
not.
the first and second one.
I did not see the third one. Um, the last movie I saw in that universe was the Nun,
The Nun.
which I did not like. So I kind of fell off with that. I actually like paranormal horror movies. It's not like a genre that I truly love or go out of my way to see to get
Right.
excited for. So I'll eventually get to it. But yeah, the first two I did really like.
Right. Also, the main films are based on true actual events.
Yeah, but
The
it's kind of been
it's
proven that the Warrens have been liars too. So
we'll see. We'll see. Only they knew.
yeah,
I
exactly.
guess. I mean, Amityville is here on Long Island, so
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's changed many hands. That house.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living in it. Has some romance to it.
Yeah, I know someone who knows someone, or one of their relatives owned it at one point,
Yeah,
and they said nothing, just a regular house.
yeah. I often wonder, if you don't tell someone, the legacy of that house, of some sort of haunted house, if they would see something, because I wonder how much of that is in people's heads.
Right, right. Uh, Brandon Denker wants to live there. No, Brandon, you can live there on your own. I'm not living with you there. Some of the spin-offs weren't good for The Conjuring. Yes, I agree. I don't know. I kind of like The Nun.
Yeah,
Annabelle was so.
yeah. I heard the first, the the second Annabelle, I think, was pretty good. So, but yeah, some of them kind of just feel like on a creative level, kind of like cash grabs, I guess.
Right, right, right. We got another movie coming up that we talked about briefly not too long ago. The new Scream film.
Yeah, yeah. I finally did check out the trailer, and you know, Jenna Ortega was killing it last year. I saw him multiple times. I loved Wednesday as well.
Wednesday was
Samara,
fantastic.
yeah, Samara Weaving's in it too.
Uh,
So she's great. One of my favorite scream queens of this modern age. So I'm looking forward to it. For me, Scream is the best mainstream series. I find value in every single movie, even the third one. I know a lot of people hate the third one, but I enjoyed it. Probably
I enjoyed it.
my least favorite, but overall, I really love the series. I think it's the best one. I mean, um, Halloween is my favorite series, but there's a lot of garbage in that series. But Scream for me is the most consistent.
Well, what did you think of Halloween Ends?
Um, so I did enjoy it, but I didn't feel that it was the right way to go. I understand what they were trying to do, but I felt like they were selling us a film that involved this epic conclusion to the Laurie Strode Michael Myers situation, and I feel like they kind of just tagged that on at the very end. So I think it was, for me, I enjoyed it as a Halloween movie, but I feel like it was the wrong ending for this series. But well, we can always get Laurie Strode and Michael Myers when she's 80. So
I'm sure there's a reboot coming somewhere.
yeah. That, well, it made money. So
Now, I didn't get a chance to watch the new Hellraiser. Did you get a chance to watch it?
yes, I just saw it recently, and honestly, I enjoyed it more than the original. So
Really?
yeah. So the original, that kind of the main plot with I guess the wife and the whatever, the brother-in-law. I didn't
Right.
really like that, and it was very like I don't know. I felt like the center bites were kind of just tacked on at the end. I'm not a big Clive Barker fan, even his other movies like Nightbreed. But this one I thought was very good. It was one of my favorite horror movies of last year that I got to see.
Right.
Right now, my favorite, I still have to watch a few like Pearl and Smile, which hopefully I get to watch this week. But
Right.
right now, Black Phone's my favorite horror movie from 2022.
I have to catch Pearl too. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
But here goes your intern again. Catch our full review on the Legacy Sequel podcast.
Yeah, there you go. There's a plug to our
There's a plug.
our podcast that we do whenever the hell we want. So there's no real schedule on that.
Tell the cheap plug from the dudes at ringside.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love you, Ray. We love you. All right, let's jump back to wrestling. Unless there's another horror
I'm here
related thing.
to answer any questions. If I don't want to answer, I'll just walk away.
Okay. Uh yeah, let's talk for people that don't know, because we haven't chatted in a while with this. How did you come to be in Kane Industries for VPW?
Okay, well, Adam Kane I've known for since probably the first 2 years of my wrestling career. We trained at the same place at the time, and Adam Kane started becoming a bigger deal in BPW, and he felt that I needed to. Well, he needed some people to trust and watch his back, and I was one of the people that he thought was a good option,
Yeah,
and I'll do anything I can to help Adam Kane out, and I'd like to see his progression. So he got myself and Silky Smooth together, and we hammered out the numbers. And anytime Adam Kane needs something done, I'm the one to call, like
okay.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Speaking of Ghostbusters, there's a new one coming out. What do you think
Yeah,
of Afterlife?
I really liked it. I thought it was very good for a legacy sequel. The ending was very touching, especially if you have a strong connection to those characters. So it's just crazy that Ghostbusters, has three movies, but the third one is a reboot kind of thing. But it doesn't have much and it doesn't have many movies, and people are so connected to the first one. Some people
Right.
like the second one, so it's just crazy to me how much of a huge fan base that Ghostbusters has.
Right. Absolutely. I'm a fan too. I can't wait for the new one.
Yeah, me too. And I like where they're going. Ernie Hudson being like the one funding all this,
Hmm.
and it's nice to see. I'm sure the other guys will pop up too, and Annie Potts will pop up too. So it's
Right. Right.
I hope Rick Moranis shows up. That'd be kind of cool too. But
That would
he's
be
my
cool.
favorite part of two.
That would be cool. He's retired though.
I
It's gonna
know,
be
but he
tough to
did
get
a
him back
Mint
in.
Mobile commercial recently. So before he got
He
punched
did.
in the face randomly in New York City. So
Oh man,
yeah,
this New York City is a tough city.
it's a tough city. You never know.
What about before we get back into wrestling, are you into the superhero films as well?
Yeah, yeah, I do enjoy them as well. Um, as of late, they haven't really been for me. Honestly, my favorite superhero related thing as of late was I really enjoyed the Batman, and on the
Mhm.
Marvel side, I really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. I
The
thought it was,
holiday special? Oh my god, it was so
yeah,
good.
it was so good. It was so well done. It really felt like a holiday special of old, and I thought they did a great job. I really liked um, Werewolf by Night as well. I was
Oh yeah,
disappointed by Moon Knight. I don't know.
really?
I enjoyed what Ethan Hawke did in the show and what
Uh,
Oscar Isaac did, but for I don't know. I just felt like the CGI suit I didn't feel was necessary. So, but yeah,
all right. I mean, I liked it.
yeah. I mean, for me. It was good, but I just Moon Knight is one of my favorite superheroes, so I just felt like I was slightly disappointed. So that might just be on me.
Maybe they'll redeem themselves because there's a second season coming.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully,
Hopefully. Plus, we have Secret Invasion coming out.
yeah, we do. And I wasn't super excited for it. I'm not a big fan of like doppelganger type storylines.
Hmm.
There's so many. But this one looks like from the trailer looks like something to check out. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I'm very excited that they're going to showcase Kang as the next big villain.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Looking at the trailer of Ant Man, the suit is very comic book accurate,
right.
and I think it looks, I know, especially from characters from like the '70s, they do look very colorful and ridiculous and all that. But I think the suit looks really good in how they did it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Right. I grew up with the comics. I was a big comic collector back when I was a kid, and Kang was one of my favorite villains. The
Yeah,
time
yeah.
traveler. He was a pharaoh. There's a lot
He
of things.
has a he has big shoes to fill as far as being the main villain. So I look
He
forward
has
to it.
big shoes. I mean, the quote I just saw recently was Thanos destroyed half the universe, right?
Yeah.
Kang is set to destroy all
Mm.
of
That's a good tagline. They should get you to do it.
it. They should, right? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say with Kang. I mean, I think he's from the preview, it looks fantastic. Him as Kang, and if you watch Loki, you got a glimpse of a variant version of him.
Yeah, yeah. And this one is the conquering one. So
The Conqueror,
I look forward to seeing how they get out of Quantum Mania and
right?
where it goes from there. But I definitely I like what I see so far.
Yeah, and Loki, he hinted that this Kang was out there and that he was trying to keep him in check.
Yeah, it's I don't know if Sylvie picked the right choice there.
I don't think Sylvie made the right decision. Who they're coming back for the second season?
Yeah,
Uh,
Loki. I think for me, Loki was my favorite thing that they've done on Disney Plus, as
was
far as
so
Marvel. So,
so good,
yep.
really really well done. I wish they would have had a better thought process when they did Thor. So I think they really missed the boat on God Butcher.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely agree. It was such a, we got glimpses of it, what it could be. The whole idea of being mad at gods, I think,
Right.
was an interesting concept. I just think they went too far with the comedy for my liking,
Right.
and a little too silly. So, I was disappointed by that. I will say that, yeah.
All right. Do you collect any, since you're a big horror guy, any horror related merchandise, collectibles?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I collect a lot of things. So, I have one six scale figures. I have posters. I have 4Ks. I have masks. I have just a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I'm a big collector.
Are you big on collecting signatures?
No, I am not. For whatever reason, it's not really something that I'm super into. I have that I can think of. I might be forgetting one or two things, but I have a John Carpenter signed
Ooh,
print for They Live.
right.
So the only thing that I have signed horror related that I can think of. But I've gone to I just did maybe almost a year ago. I did a Friday the 13th convention, and they
Hmm.
had many of the cast members there
Right.
that from some of the one, two, three, some of the cast members too from some of the fan films as well. So but I kind of just, it's more like hanging out. I'm not really big into the whole signature stuff. So yeah.
Okay. I just picked up not too long ago a Tom Holland signed print poster of Chucky.
Yeah, yeah. My sister's big on signatures. She has Tom Holland. She has um,
Now,
Robert Downey Jr. She has a lot of people.
now Jack Tomlinson doesn't believe there's another Tom Holland but the Spider-Man Tom Holland. So you got to set him straight when you see him.
Yeah, yeah. There is. Thank you for reminding me. One of my favorite movies of all time, depending on the day, Tom Holland, Fright Night,
Oh my God. What a
Chucky, of
film that
course.
is.
Yeah, Psycho 2. He wrote Psycho 2. Some people like Thinner, that Stephen King film.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, yeah, Tom Holland. I don't want to say the original because I'm sure there's plenty of Tom Hollands out there, clearly. But
Right.
yeah, so actually, you know what? Now thinking about it, that would be a signature that if I went to a convention, he was there. That would be something that I would go see. Try to get. So I did. I just picked up a few months ago. I think a month ago was Fright Night on 4K and the Steelbook.
Uh,
So I did pick that up. So yeah, I'd probably try to get that signed.
yeah. That's such a classic movie. Another one I grew up with. It was when I was, younger, I was scared of it. I was like,
Yeah,
couldn't
no,
sleep.
it's really a great love letter to like the old style of horror movies. When I was growing up, my father introduced me to Universal horror movies, and
Right.
I feel like that film is a nice homage to that. Monster Squad, those
Oh,
kind.
Monster Squad. Oh my God. Another classic film. My son loves that film.
I watch it, like 3 times a year. Valentina gets upset with me, but I
I
love that
think
movie.
I think I'm due to watch it again.
Absolutely. I'm gonna watch it tonight now.
Come on, the amulet. Wait, the amulet.
Yeah.
The Virgin.
Yeah, yep.
It's
I'm
a
in the
classic.
goddamn club. I don't know if you could curse on here.
You
Sorry.
can. You can curse.
Okay. All right, good.
What is? Oh, there's Brandon right now. Monster Squad is mad good. I told you he loves that film.
Yeah, it's mad good, man.
I've introduced Brandon to a lot of the classic films, so he
Yeah.
he lo- he loves watching them now.
Yeah, it's I always get worried about it being lost, as we get older here and people not really being interested.
Right.
So I like to, anytime that we, get to speak about horror movies, I like to bring it back to the classics and where horror films came from and all that. So it's always nice to talk about. There's value in black and white movies too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Were you a fan of the Christopher Lee Dracula films, the Hammer films?
No, honestly, I was not a fan of the Hammer films, and I think it was just because I had so much love for the Universal monsters. I have the like 30 disc set
Right.
Blu-ray, but I was so uh, for that I couldn't see other people playing that role growing up. So, and then kind of like the filming style at the time when I was a kid, like I did not like how they used to film films in like the 60s and 70s for whatever reason.
Hmm.
So maybe as an adult, I have to go back and kind of reintroduce myself to it, which I'll get to eventually. But no, growing up, it was like I was so for the Universal monsters of Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff and Lon Chaney Jr. that I was kind of
Right.
against watching Hammer films.
Right. They don't make films like that anymore.
No, they
Absolute
don't. They
classic.
don't. They don't. I mean, I don't know if you saw the Renfield trailer.
Trailer, I did.
So it was, it was definitely a modern take, and I love me some Nicolas Cage,
uh,
but not the Renfield that I know.
He's in the little group trying to get help because he's serving his master.
Exactly, exactly.
It's gonna be interesting. Definitely on my list to watch,
Hmm.
as well as Megan. I was supposed to go see it last week, but some happened that I couldn't go see it. But did you see Megan yet?
No, I have not seen Megan. My sister did see it. She said it was ridiculous. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters. I may wait until it hits some sort of streaming service.
but
Uh, it's not really for that's kind of subgenre I'm not really super interested in.
but
But I really enjoyed *Malignant*, so I'm hoping that it's like a *Malignant* type film.
that film. Did you get a chance to see Violent Night?
Yes, yes, I did. I really liked it. I really liked it. I got to see it in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. I thought I'm always a huge fan of David Harbour. I want to see him do so well, and I thought he was a great
Right.
violent Santa Claus. And I'm
You
hoping
know,
they do. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead. Good.
I'm hoping they do a sequel because I'd love to know who Mrs. Claus is and go from there.
I went to go see it and I'm like, all right, it should be okay. But it was way better than I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be.
that
I was like,
that
I
that
was hooked.
Home Alone segment was great.
I was hooked with the whole film. Like, who took the money? Who took the money?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, man, it was great. I love it. I guess we should get back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Although I'm having much fun talking about movies and stuff. Big movie fan. All right, let's start off with type of match that you want to be in that you haven't been in.
Huh. A dog collar match.
A dog collar match. There goes Ray again. We need that sequel.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully. I
You
think it
guys,
did well enough to get one.
did you guys review that one together?
We normally we don't really do reviews. We do kind of like top 10 stuff or top
Mhm,
fives.
mhm.
So we did speak about it and we both enjoyed it.
Okay. All right, let's get back. Dog collar match.
Yeah, that's a
What
match I'd like to do.
what draws you to that type of match?
Um, I mean, I think that when I think of that dog collar matches, I think of like Roddy Piper and Greg Valentine from NWA, and I think of CM Punk and Jimmy Rave and Austin Aries versus Jimmy
Right.
Jacobs. The most recent with at least on the big stage with Punk and MJF. It just seems like such a violent match when you have a extreme blood type personal issue with someone, and
Right.
I really would enjoy seeing how that match would go down, being connected to someone else by the neck and really getting down and dirty in the most primal of human ways and trying to take each other out. So that would
Right.
be something that interests me.
Who was one of your wrestling heroes growing up?
Growing up, um, I would say it's basically the whole like roster of Ring of Honor. in like '07, '08, but
Uh-huh.
also Jake Roberts. Um, I got a lot of inspiration from him. I felt like his style of doing things was very much in line and what I would like to be or what I try to be, and kind of slow and thinking like I like to think of myself as a thinking person's wrestler.
Mhm.
So I would say
Okay.
that.
Have you had a chance to ever meet Jake Roberts?
Yes, I have multiple times. We've taken. He's the only wrestler that I openly went to take a picture with. That I can think of. So, and yeah, he was. Yeah, I met him multiple times. Valentina's met him as well. He's always been very nice. So yeah, it was a nice thing. I actually got to do a promo with him as well.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of a surreal moment. Here you are growing up, idolizing Jake the Snake Roberts, and to do a promo with him, that must have been like, wow, is this happening? Like,
Yeah,
did you have that kind of moment?
I gotta put that video out someday. Um, it's out there somewhere, but you really have to search for it. So I probably have to put it out. But you can really see that I kind of lose all of my wrestling persona, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just a fan, just admiring my hero speaking.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. What about any wrestler that you haven't wrestled that you would like to wrestle? Who is on the top of your list?
These questions are always difficult to answer. There's so many out there, and I don't want to. I always I don't want to miss people, and oh man, I should have said that name as well. So I'll say this: I'll pick one, just one from VPW right now.
Okay.
Uh, Desmond Cole, I would love to face, and hopefully that does happen at some point.
Desmond Cole. There he is right there. He just, I was remarkable last night.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. He's all over the place. He's
he's,
killing it
he's
with
everywhere.
that whole crew of Ty and Sky, and
Right.
everyone from that crew. So yeah,
He just won the new Riot Championship.
yeah. Congratulations to him. So, but
He stole the title though. He
did
wasn't
he?
in the match because he won like a opportunity to challenge for any title.
Yeah.
So he came at the end of the match and cashed it in
Oh,
and beat Tristan.
so he has some edge to him nowadays. I see. Interesting.
He definitely went to a different side of Desmond that I've never seen.
Oh, I like what I'm hearing.
That's not VPW Desmond. That's remarkable Desmond.
Oh, all right.
It's a
There's different.
multiverse.
I didn't realize there was different versions in different places. So
There's a multiverse out
a
there.
multiverse of personalities. Yes.
Hey, maybe that New York State Championship.
I do frequent in New York State often, so I think I would be a proud champion of that
I
state.
think so. You could bring that home to Kane Industries.
Absolutely, we need some gold in there. We got
That's
everything. We
right.
got the jawline. We got the best
The
outfits and
jawline. That's right.
fedoras. We have Adam Kane. We got interns. We got everything in there. We need some gold now.
You need some gold. I agree. The jawline was there last night as well.
Yeah, the
That
jawline
remarkable.
is great. Percy Ryan is great. He's really helped me with some of my style. I can't walk the runway just yet. I'm still working on it, but we're gonna make it happen at some point.
Any states that you haven't wrestled that you want to wrestle in?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. It's every once in a while I'll catch like Young Rock. So
Oh,
and it
that's right.
it makes it look Hawaii is actually a state that I would really love to go and check out one day, on a human level. But I think it'd be cool to go there and wrestle. I was just talking to someone, Craig Steele, from Wrestle Pro the other day, and he was saying that he wrestled in Hawaii for a few months when he first started out, and
Mhm.
He wrestled for like Don Morocco and stuff. So that was like
Wow,
a cool little thing to listen to and kind of like piqued my interest even more. So yeah, Hawaii would be top of the list.
that would be awesome. I just want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cali East Bay Pro. Cali, okay. Maybe we'll see Doctor Sleep in Cali.
Yeah, well, I've been there before. I've wrestled at Ground Zero, which was is B Boys like promotion, which is like associated to a wrestling school too. So I
Right.
was there before, right before the pandemic. So hopefully I get to go there more often.
I would like to see Doctor Sleep in AEW.
I would too. I would too.
Just saying.
And I was lucky enough to get an opportunity there not so long ago, and hopefully there's more surprises to come in the new year.
I hope so too. If anybody deserves it, it is you, sir. You are hell of a wrestler.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I don't it's always I'm always grateful when someone thinks so highly of my ability that they think that I should be making a lot more money, which is
Yeah,
always welcomed.
absolutely. Absolutely. Then they could call you Dr. Money Sleep, Gango.
Yeah, I don't. We may have to work on that, but yeah, some version of that.
You got to put people to sleep to make the money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just teasing you, man.
No, no, I think there's something in there. I don't know if it's the name you just came up with, but we'll work on that.
Hey, man, it's what I do. I make names. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're like a internet generator for names.
I am, I guess. I have some help sometimes. Sometimes I have some help. All right, Mr. Gangone. It is that time when we must part until we see each other again sometime soon. Unless you have anything else to plug, of course.
Um, just the normal stuff. At Anthony Gangone on Twitter, at Anthony Gangone _ on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. I'm at New Age Wrestling this Saturday. I'm
All
at
right.
Catalyst Wrestling on Sunday. I'm facing Vicious Vicky at Queen of the North for BCW. I'm at VPW
Yes.
in February. There's a whole lot of things going on. I'm excited for it. I'm the
PW.
current Grand Dragon champion in BCW, the current Titan and Funhouse champion out in Jersey. So there's a
Right.
lot going on. So stay tuned because I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
All right. So that's kind of breaking news for us. Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone will be at Notorious on February 11th. Make sure you get your tickets at victoryprowrestling.com. Don't use the code Papa Denk because that will not work.
No, use the code Gangone.
Will that work?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yes. My code won't, but yours will. I want to also plug away The Ballad of G.N. Frankie, A Journey of Hope and Destruction. It is a wrestling documentary by John Victor Ambrose featuring wrestler Gia Savitz. Make sure
Hmm,
you get that on Venmo on demand. It's very important we support independent wrestling in any form. Right, Anthony?
absolutely.
Did you hear the documentary?
No, this is the first time I've heard of it. So maybe you can send me a link and I'll check it out.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I will send you the link. I had him on the other night, and it was very interesting. Very
Okay,
interesting.
cool.
Other stuff coming, a comic book and everything from Legacy Comics.
Oh, nice.
So all elite
Shout
sleep.
out to Pop and Twist, by the way.
There you go. Look, all elite sleep.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like somewhere you would go to like get away from your kids and all your stresses and get a good night's sleep.
Like a vacation.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Alvin Alvarez just took a PA vacation, and I think it's because of what happened at the last VPW show he was in with Kane Industries.
I
He
think
needed to he needed to get away.
yeah, I think so. I think that makes a lot of sense.
But you were gonna say something about Pop and Twist. I'm sorry, I didn't
I
hear
was
you.
shout out to him. We're talking about comic books and stuff. So
Love Mr. Poppin' Twist. That's my buddy.
that's my boy.
That's
He
my
looks a
buddy
lot
too.
like Ted DiBiase, doesn't he?
He does. I'm gonna tease him. I think he's coming to BPW.
Oh, great! I can't wait to see him.
I gotta talk to him and tell him. All right, one more last thing before we go. Next up for me will be, if I could find it here, somewhere in here. There he is, Vinny the Guido, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with my special guest co-host Robbie Rebel. Make sure you stay tuned for that. You know what we should do, Anthony? I should have Adam Kane back on the program, and you should be my co-host for the night.
I think that would be a great idea.
Let's make it happen. We'll talk to Adam at VPW.
Yeah, I'll put in the good word for you.
I propose. Yeah, don't tell your intern though, because he might try to kibosh that.
I try not to talk to him when it comes to his business.
All right, make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Once again, thank you, Mr. Anthony Gangone, Doctor Sleep, or as they call you, All Elite Sleep.
There you go.
Thank you, everybody. You have a great night. We will see you tomorrow night back on with Vinny the Guido and Robbie Rebel. Deuces.